Hola! So, today I'm going to talk about the final episode of Game of Thrones Season 3. What do I talk about? I think because last week's was so intense, this week's is just not as great. And if someone could tell me how the hell I can get rid of this little square of light, it'd be really helpful. Because it is irritating me so much. Oh, well, I can just do this. And then I'm blind. Anyway, so Game of Thrones Season 3, blah, 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 blah. It's just like things happened that were setter-uppers. It's like, it was good for that. It's mean that you can, it's put these things in motion that you can, that will go on for Season 4, but it didn't answer anything at the end of Season 3. Apart from one. So it was like the end of The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead Season 3. Season 3? Season 3. I mean, I love The Walking Dead. But that's the same thing. I was very disappointed with the finale. Especially because the episode before was good. Oh my god, they're the same. Anyway, so what happened? So, Bran and hold on. They and the two little magic dudes. Oh, one of them's magic and the other one's an archer. So they take refuge. They take shelter in this old abandoned castle, and Bran starts telling a ghost story about how a cook, when the king had come to the castle, the cook killed the king's son and chopped him up and put him in the pie and then fed it to the king. And the king ate it and demanded another slice because his son tasted so good. And the gods, in return, turned the cook into a giant white rat. And the magic boy, Love Actually guy, he was like, it's such a lot of rubbish, why would the gods turn, tons of people are murdered every day, and tons of people, why would he just turn this one person into a giant rat? And he's like, it's not because he killed a man, and it's not because he served him up to the king, it's because he killed a guest. Walder Frey, you're fucking in for it. Walder Frey's gonna die and I'm gonna love it. And then it actually cuts to Walder Frey, who is going on about how amazing he is and shit. And he's not amazing. And then it shows, I'm out of order again. I never know what order I'm going in. And then it shows Arya with the Hound, and as they see the King of the North being paraded around Walder Frey's castle, but they've put Robb Stark's direwolf head on his body, which is really horrible. Fuck off. I can't cope with death anymore. Sorry, my throat got really dry. And so that's all happening. And then the Hounds walk in the forest and they hear a bunch of Walder Frey's men saying, I'm the one who put the head on. No, everyone's been saying that. It's really blah, 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 blah. And then Arya just walks up to them and stands behind them. And then she just starts knifing this guy in his ear. And it's just like, whoa. And then all the other guys about to get her. And then the Hound just chops him in half again. I love the Hound, right? I think he's great. I know he's kind of a little bit bad, but I just think he's awesome. Over in King's Landing, Joffrey's being a smug little get. I would say another word, but I'm trying to keep my swearing to a minimum. My dog's barking outside. What an annoying person. So yeah, and he's being all like, oh yeah, if you're not heard, Robb Stark's dead. And Tyrion's making little snide remarks, and we always love Tyrion's snide remarks. I hope you stop barking. And while that's happening, Tyrion pulls up Tywin on the fact that it was all his plan, and that, Walder Frey's getting all the praise, but he's also going to get all the blame. And all the North are going to be very angry with Walder Frey, when it was actually the Lannisters who set that whole plan in motion, about that whole thing. And Tyrion makes a really sweet bit. He's like, and Tywin's saying how Tyrion was saying how, it's even worse on Sansa. She's lost her father, now she's lost her brother and her mother. And he's like, well, do her a favour and put a baby in her. And he's like, I won't rape her. And Tywin's like, well, you have no choice. You're going to have to do it. Because it's your duty. I don't like Tywin. No. Oh yeah, Ygritte catches up with Jon Snow, and at this point I was, oh god. She's like, got an arrow, and Jon Snow's like, I loved you, but I just can't do that. I can't be a wildling, and all that. And then she just starts pelting with arrows, and I'm like, no, God, no! Oh God, if Jon Snow dies, oh no, I can't cope with any more death. Oh my God, they're all the main characters. But he doesn't die. He gets on his horse and rides off, and she shoots him a bit more. Bitch. Cut back to Bran. They hear some noises. They're like, oh, and it's Samuel Tally. Tally? It's not Tally. It's Tully. Tally. Swimming over to. And so Sam takes him back to where he found the wall, and he's like, I can take you back to the Black Castle Black. You don't want to go over there. And he gives him the last of his dragon glass, which I thought he'd left it all behind, a couple of episodes back. And I was like, you're an idiot. But he hadn't. He obviously took it with him. So Bran and all of them come beyond the wall. Sam gets back to Castle Black, and the Maester lets the woman, the baby, stay, and he sends a letter out to all the kings and queens saying how they need help because the White Walkers are coming. And then Jon Snow arrives on his horse, and you see him get carted off to get help, so you don't know if he's alive yet. What else happens? It's really hard. Oh yes, Stannis Baratheon. Stannis' smuggler friend lets the blacksmith out because the red witch is going to sacrifice him. And he's like, there's better ways of doing this. And as Stannis is about to put the smuggler dude to death for his treason, he says, no, I need to give you this. And it's the letter about the White Walkers. And the Red Witch throws it into the fire. And she looks at it and she's like, no, you need his help. The fight for kings is over. The fight for the kingdom begins. Or something along those lines. Basically, Stannis, she's saying that Stannis is the only one who can save the kingdom from the White Walkers. But she says any bullshit she wants to because she sees the flames. What else? Oh, yes. And then there's a bit with Dany at the end where all the slaves leave Yunkai, and they all start chanting at her, and they're getting really close, and then her Unsullied's like, whoa, back the fuck off. And she's like, what are they chanting? After she does another amazing speech about, she does her amazing speeches about freedom. Honestly, she's like a Braveheart Scottish person. I thought try and do Scottish, and I thought, no. So that happens, and then she walks out into the crowd, and they all lift her up, and they're all chanting "Mother," and she's like, "Woo!" And then she makes one of the dragons fly. Drogon, I think it is, the little bluey black one, and she's like, "Woo, dragons, woo!" And then the episode ends. I guess though I'm comparing it to last week, which was highly. I've missed out a big bit. I missed out. Oh, it was really hard. Which is Theon. Theon's being tortured again. I can't never watch those scenes. Well, I do, but I mean, they're really hard to watch. But of course, it's torture. And the guy who's capturing him, I can't remember his name. They say he sends Theon's dick basically in a box to his dad, and his dad's like, "Can't produce something for me anymore. Doesn't matter." Because the threat of the box is that they've got to take their land, they've got to take their men out of the north, and if they don't, they'll keep receiving a body part of Theon. And his sister's like, "Well, fuck that shit, Dad. I'm gonna go and rescue him. I'm gonna take the 50 best men. I'm gonna take my fastest vessel, and I'm gonna go and be badass." And he's like, "All right then." So she goes off. It actually wasn't. It was a big part. And then that's it. I think I'm 99% sure that was all that happened in the episode. No, it's not. The spider has told Tyrion's whore that she should leave. He tried to give her some money and said, "Get out. You're a liability to Tyrion." Well, not a liability, but she puts him at risk. And she was like, "Piss off. There's money." Right, that is everything. I'm 90% sure. So, yeah, as I said, it's setting up a lot of things. It's setting up the fact that people are acknowledging the fact that the White Walkers are actually coming. It's set up the fact that Arya is becoming badass. And there was a bit where she looked at her coin to trade in. For the assassin dude, and I think she's going to trade a coin in and learn to become an assassin. That's my foreshadowing. I think that's what she's going to do, so she can become an ultimate badass. Jon Snow might be dead, but he's back at Castle Black, and he can warn them about the rest of the Wildling army, which is about 2 people now. And the White Walkers in theory. Joffrey's wedding still on the horizon. Jaime's back. Jaime's back in King's Landing. And you see at the end of the episode, you see him with him and Cersei. I don't know what's going to happen between them because she's obviously about to get wed, and him and Brienne they weren't flirting, but they were. You could see possibly something, and I think I don't know what's going to happen there. And I reckon Tywin isn't going to have any of it if they were trying to have a sneaky relationship, which is just the whole idea of it is a bit gross. Yeah, that's it. A bit of a disappointment. Well, not a disappointment, just so. Anyway, Leos!